Now, it was 60 years ago when a group of choir boys became part of history when they sang together on Benjamin Britten's famous War Requiem album. All these years later, the former Highgate Boys School pupils have reunited to celebrate the recording's anniversary.
It's a long time ago, but I do remember the recording. I don't entirely remember the things that Britten said, but I remember being quite impressed by the whole thing. It seemed quite a formal sort of a rehearsal. It wasn't anything we'd ever done before.
It was just a fantastic experience, and we were in such an amazing place to record. The acoustics were fantastic, and obviously we had Benjamin Britten there.
I remember absolutely failing to understand the music at all to start with, and by the end of it, loving it. It was a fun time. It got us out of school to a certain extent, got us back quite late in the evening, but for a 14-year-old, was an unmissable experience.
The adults taking part had all experienced the war in one way or another. We, the children's choir, the boys, had not. We were too young, we were the innocents. And that was, in a sense, perfect for the vision that was in his head.
Some of them just come up to me and said it's a revelation. They've never heard themselves sound like that before. And there's so much more detail, and they said they could hear depth that they'd never heard from the CD. They were just in awe of what they were hearing.
Well, I thought the general sound quality was fantastic. I thought that the orchestral parts were fairly solid and enjoyable, but the real great thing was the singing at the end. It just does create a real atmosphere, and you do feel that you're present at a performance, I think.
It's wonderful. I'm surprised and pleased that Decca have made such a fuss of it, really. We're grateful, really, to Decca for having put on this show.
We take very seriously the responsibility in remastering it, and also to keep it updated with new advances, and Dolby Atmos is obviously a relatively new advance in recording playback, and we felt it was important to utilise that. It's one of the crown jewels of the catalogue.
This is the first official celebration of it, and we're having a great time. And to be here today and see some guys I haven't seen for 60 years, it's just unbelievable.
It brought the whole experience back in a vivid way that has just not been possible with earlier recording technology. But in a sense, it's a recording that's been let out of its box, that it's been set free, and that has been revealed as never before in this remastering. It's a triumph.